Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares. Welcome back to the Terror in the Isles Challenge. Now, this is the segment I'm doing with my friend Joe the Horror Man, where we're going to examine the films from Terror in the Isles. Not only the theatrical cut, but the television cut as well. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Play Misty For Me. Play Misty For Me is a 1971 film which runs approximately 102 minutes and is directed by Clint Eastwood. This is actually his directorial debut. Now, he was responsible for Bird, Million Dollar Baby, and Gran Torino. Now, this stars Clint Eastwood as Dave. He was in Joe Kidd, Bronco Billy, and The Gauntlet. Jessica Walter as Evelyn. She passed away on March 24th, 2021 at the age of 80. She was in Keep the Change, The Dummy, and a ton of TV. And Donna Mills as Toby. She was actually one of my father's favorites, along with Morgan Fairchild. Now, this film had an alternate title called The Slasher, believe it or not, because a lot of people don't consider this horror movie, but believe me, it's a horror movie. Let me tell you. All right, the budget on this film was $725,000, and this grossed worldwide $10.6 million. Wow. Now, the concert scenes were filmed at the Monterey Jazz Festival because Clint Eastwood is actually a big supporter of jazz. And this actually had a song which helped this movie do as well as it did. And it's by Roberta Flack, and it's The First Time, which I love Roberta Flack. I think she is absolutely amazing, an amazing singer. Okay, Clint Eastwood in this film plays Dave. Dave is a disc jockey at a local jazz radio station. And he has a fan that calls in named Evelyn, who always asks him to play Misty for her. Misty is an awesome song, but it's kind of funny because as many times as it happens in the film, they only really play Misty one time in the film. And that's at the very end, which I thought was kind of weird, but whatever. She always asks him to play Misty for her, and she ends up following him and learning where he goes to a bar, where he gets his groceries, so on and so forth. And she ends up meeting him at his local bar and going home with him and having sex. Well, on the other side of the coin, you have the Clint Eastwood character, who, of course, is attracted to her, but he's also coming off of a rough breakup with Toby, played by Donna Mills. And while he does sleep with Evelyn, he still is having trouble with that breakup. Well, Toby comes back to town, and Evelyn feels slighted because he wants to go back to his old girlfriend. And she basically goes nuts. And that's more or less the story in a nutshell. This has always been a favorite of mine. And like I said, some people don't consider this horror. But boy, like Fatal Attraction, a film that was done after, which is very similar to this. If you've ever had a girlfriend like that, oh my God, it's horror and a half, let me tell you. My relatable recommendation is not going to be Fatal Attraction. I thought about it, but I was like, nah, it's too obvious. I wanted to go with Misery. Misery is also about an obsessed fan like Evelyn with this Stephen King story. And it's pretty crazy and pretty scary because stuff like this happens in real life. I think that's what makes it so scary. Check out Misery. It's fantastic. Most people have already seen it, I'm sure. Also, check out Play Misty For Me. That's one I'm not sure everyone has seen. Of course, I saw it at a very young age, and it was kind of traumatizing, actually, seeing somebody actually go crazy like that. Yeah. And don't forget to check out Joe's review and see what he picked as a relatable recommendation. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.